Welcome to Kingsholm Stadium in Gloucester, one of the most iconic grounds in English rugby. And tonight it hosts a fixture of special significance in the rugby calendar, the annual Remembrance match, as the UK Armed Forces take on Germany. Well, good evening and thank you for joining us as we look forward to what should be a fantastic match for the second successive year between UKAF and the German national side. But tonight is about more than just rugby. It's a tribute to all who have served and to those who lost their lives in service. And the Player of the Match award this evening will be presented in memory of Stefan Ries, who tragically lost his life in France in 2023 when representing the UK Armed Forces at the International Defence Rugby Championship. Well, Germany were convincing winners here last year by 43 points to 26, and they'll be keen to repeat that performance tonight. But the UK Armed Forces look very strong and they'll be hopeful of claiming what would be a memorable win against international opposition here in Gloucester. Now, earlier today I spoke to both head coaches. We'll hear from Germany's Mark Coleman shortly, but first the UK Armed Forces head coach, Lieutenant Colonel Tim Osman. Tim, the Armed Forces usually compete as individual service sides but come together for occasions like this. What does this fixture mean to you and to the players who've earned selection?
Like any UKAF team, and same with rugby, it's very much the pinnacle of service sport. So, the three best or three teams within the services coming together, and have the luxury and privilege of trying to be able to select the best players we think from across all those three service teams. So, it's exciting, and we think we've got a pretty talented bunch together this week.
With limited preparation time, it must be hard to build any cohesion. Tell us about your training in the build up to tonight.
Well, exactly that. It's just trying to find a framework that we think will be enjoyable to play, to get those boys to buy into doing that. Clearly they're excited and proud to play and represent UKAF as well, but it's also a chance that's out with league rugby or service rugby where there's not 2 points, 4 points have to be won all the time, so it's a chance to try and express ourselves as well. We're just trying to give them a framework to go out and try and perform and enjoy ourselves. So good.
And Germany got the better of you here 12 months ago. What lessons did you learn from that performance, and what needs to change tonight if you're going to reverse that result?
Yeah, well, hopefully the scoreline, clearly. We saw that they were very organised, they had a good driving maul, and played, I'd say maybe a formulaic but very effective game plan. So we'll be trying to look to unfold. We had a bit of success when we got going again. Eventually, it took us about half an hour, but trying to get some power into our carry, trying to find edges and try and use some of our skills, which is we've got a bit of flair out there, we've got some pace out there, and we've got some big boys out there. So hopefully this year we can try and right a few wrongs in that regard, and we're very excited to try and beat an international team, which the combined services UKAF haven't done since 1999, I think. So that's our challenge, and that's what we're going to try and embrace to do.
Well, thank you, Tim, and good luck with that. Mark, welcome back to Kingsholm. This Remembrance fixture is always a powerful occasion. What does it mean for you and your squad to be part of it again?
Yes, we feel very honoured that we are invited for the second time. I know that the Remembrance Day is a special day especially for the armed forces, and we are happy to be here. For us, it's an ideal test.
Now, do you treat this game as a one-off showcase, or does it feed into your build-up for next year's Rugby Europe Championship?
It fits perfectly in our build-up for the Rugby European Championship. We made a couple of camps already in September, October, now in November, and we have another one in December, and then we are going into the final preparations for the Rugby Europe Championship, which is the first weekend of February.
You've selected a blend of domestic league players and a handful based here in England. Tell us about your selection and which aspects of the game will be key if Germany are to repeat last year's victory.
Yes, we just brought about 15, 16 players over from Germany, and all the other players are located here, living here in the UK. Most of them has a German mother or German grandpa or whatever, so they're allowed to play for Germany, and it's a good test for us to have them here together. Also, we are not that experienced this time, so it's a new selection, and I think we have some surprises in, and we will see what we get out of it.
Well, Mark, thank you very much, and best of luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
The thoughts there of the two head coaches as we look forward to kick-off in around about 10 minutes. So let's have a look at the teams now as we look over the stand here at Kingsholm. UK Armed Forces And head coach Tim Osman has picked a side filled with English Championship talent, 6 debutants and a full England international. Captain Jared Haylor will play at number 8. On the right wing, Samesa Rokoduguni, 4 caps for England. And on the bench, Ben Chambers will be unleashed at some point, the UKAF top try scorer with 9. And for Germany, with a number of players either retiring or unavailable, head coach Mark Koolman is using this match as an opportunity to look at a number of German qualified players based in the UK and Ireland. He's going for familiarity though at half-back with the SC Frankfurt pairing of Oliver Payne and Leo Wolf. And at full-back, a man who will be very familiar to the UKAF side tonight. And it's Cameron MacDonald, born in Edinburgh, played for UKAF, but he and his brother both play for Germany. Brother Michael not playing tonight, but Cameron MacDonald at full-back for Germany. Well, I'm going to take the chance now to bring in my co-commentator. The Major William Reeve played for UKAF as well, and the British Army and Kenya. I'm currently coaching the Army Master side. Good evening and thank you for joining us, William.
Good evening, thank you very much. What a pleasure it is to be back at Kingsholm Park and on such a special event. So yeah, thank you ever so much. Looking forward to a really, really exciting evening. You've already picked out some really interesting observations on the team sheet. A very, very heavy, strong looking UKAF side and a young, exciting German side, so we should be in for a blast.
Well, as we said in the build-up, Germany got the upper hand last year, but if I remember right, they raced away into a 17-0 lead. It was 29-26, I think, with about 10 minutes left, and 2 late tries won the game for Germany. They perhaps don't have quite the experience that they had last year, and in contrast, UKAF look incredibly strong. Pick us out a few players on both sides who you think we should keep our eyes on tonight.
Well, you mentioned the half-back pairing for the Germans. They'll no doubt play week in, week out with one another. But if we have a quick look at the half-back pairing on the other side of the pitch, really exciting talent in Will Wrigglesford, very energetic, has played a lot of excellent rugby in the southwest of England, and has also done it for the Royal Navy at Twickenham on numerous occasions. And in the 10 shirt, a bright, young, but calmer presence in Jack Johnson, who will be very excited with the players outside of him, and he'll just want to put them into space and put the boys into the right area of the field using both his boot and his pass. So really exciting half-back pairings.
And we better mention Samesa Rokoduguni, 4 England caps, prolific try scorer, 4 England tries if I remember right as well, but at the age of 30 years old, makes his first appearance for UKAF tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. He'll be very excited. I suspect he hasn't had a first cap in quite a while, but for perhaps his new move to Doncaster not that long ago. But he'll be excited. He'll be really proud to be representing on such an evening. And just as we talk about these teams, here they come out onto the field in Germany in black, UKAF in white, and the boys were talking to me about their shirts this evening. Slightly unique. We have the 12 embroidered on their chest in memoriam of Steph, of course, as you mentioned, who wore the 12 jersey in 2023, and they're rocking an old school collar, which I'm sure has split decisions in the squad, but they're very excited to get out in their white strip this evening, which will stay clean on the artificial pitch of Kingsholm Park.
Yes, it's a wonderful setting here, Kingsholm Stadium in Gloucester. The two teams lining up in an act of remembrance. Wreaths will be laid by Air Vice Marshal Ian Townsend, the chair of UKAF Rugby, and Lieutenant Colonel Frank.
Age shall going down in the sun, and in the morning we shall remember them.
So a poignant build-up to this annual Remembrance fixture. The UK Armed Forces taking on the German national side for the second successive year. A reminder, Germany came out on top last year, but the UK Armed Forces look particularly strong, and William, international scalp would be quite something.
It really would, and you know, UKAF have played the Germans last year, they've played Poland previously, and they're doing a really good job behind the scenes of growing the ferocity and the level of these fixtures to give the boys, the opposition, and the viewers the rugby that they deserve.
Well, here we go then. Referee Ian Kai gets the match underway, and it's Jack Johnson, the UKAF fly half with the kick, in Germany with first possession on their own 10-metre line. Oliver Payne out to his half-back partner Leo Wolf. He sends the ball down towards the UKAF 22, fielded by Craig Duncan. Early kicking duel as Germany finds space down the middle of the pitch. Jack Johnson again looking for space, and that's a wonderful kick. The 50-22 of our first set piece, and UKAF very much coming out on top in the early kicking exchanges.
Absolutely, and you can see the intent all the way on the sideline there. Jack Johnson realises he's won the ball back for his team, tries to get it into play nice and early and beat the Germans, but sadly the referees called them back. But even from the kickoff, nice short one, 10.5 metres, good competition in the air. UKAF are here to play, which is great.
Vice captain Pete Austin then with his first throw to the line out, and it's a good one taken by the captain Jared Haylor. And UKAF looking well organised in there, about 8 metres away from the try line. It's been funneled back into the hands of Pete Austin, taken down by Germany under pressure. The referee playing an advantage, and they can roll the dice here, and can they get to that try line looking for the early score? It was Jordan Gott almost stretching out to touch that one down. We'll come back for the penalty. Nikais von der Lohe penalised for taking down the maul. But what a start for UKAF.
Yeah, Jordan and Ryan in the midfield there, just unable to connect ever so slightly, but that would have been a great start. But here we go with Pete with his hands back on the ball.
Pete Austin again, the hooker, heavily involved. Matt Dawson keeping the ball away from contact. There's numbers out on the left, and UKAF will go in for the opening try. It's Emi Korowale. He scores his 8th try for UKAF. Now with the game only a minute old, and UKAF lead by 5 points to 0.
Ben Chambers will be itching on the bench to get on and make sure that he protects his lead as UKAF's top try scorer. Imi now on 8, Ben Chambers sat on 9, and like you say, only 1 minute in. Who knows what that will look like at the end of the night. Really nice catch and pass from Craig Duncan under pressure on that last defender, just to put Imi away. Very, very good.
About 20 seconds or so. About so, yep.
Emi Korowale, born in Fiji, currently plying his trade with Cambridge.
10.
He's over for the opening try of the match, and it will be Jack Johnson who set up the position with that wonderful 50-22 kick. The conversion attempt from out wide, catches that nicely, raises the flags, adds the 2 extras, and it's UKAF with an early 7-0 lead.
Ball please, D, or Fraser. Fraser, D, ball in front of you.
Again, on that replay, we can see Matt Dawson getting his hands on the ball, causing trouble in defence. Twice he had his hands in play there, getting the ball away from the tackle area, keeping the ball alive, creating some real speed.
9's bringing them on.
So the restart thumped off downfield by Craig Duncan.
Yeah, no worries.
He's weighted that absolutely perfectly, stops just short of the try line. The clearing kick up to the German 10-metre line. That's a huge gain in ground, again from Craig Duncan this time.
Yeah, I think the German halfbacks will learn very quickly that you don't kick to Craig Duncan. He's got a cannon on his left leg, and he's put UKAF in a really good position here.
Well, Rugglesford out into the midfield. Jordan Gott, the inside centre, and then a loud blast and the whistle of referee Captain Ian Kai. And Rugglesford looking to play quickly. The referee
Hands on the ground.
pulls them back, but Germany penalised, hands on the ground at the breakdown, and it looks like UKAF will just put this ball into the corner, try and build on that early dominance.
We spoke earlier about the contrast at halfbacks between the energy of Rugglesford and then the composure of Johnson, and you can see exactly that there. Referee blows his whistle, Rugglesford wants to go, and Jack Johnson's put them in the corner.
We've already seen the power of the UKAF maul. Pete Austin again accurate with the throw, and then they break away through Viliame Kotobolavu. Taken down 5 metres short by Germany, and this time the visitors accurate at the breakdown, and UKAF's second row penalised for holding on.
Okay, I'll keep an eye on it. Edge of the white then, Mike. Edge of the white then, guys. White, keep coming.
From the penalty, Germany take play up again towards their 10-metre line. Andrew Reinkes to throw in for the Germans. A bit of movement in the line out. It finds the Kais van der Lohe in the middle. And the hooker Reinkes in control at the back of the maul.
Steady with the hands, White. Sideways once now,
That's not going anywhere here, so Oliver Payne will look to play away. Switch of sides, Leo Wolf coming round to the short side, into the hands of the winger Dan Boer, but he's driven into touch just down in front of our commentary position on the UKAF 10-metre line.
Really nice to see both teams try and launch off that line out, securing their own set piece. Last year it was a really good demonstration from the German set piece, so they'll expect to challenge that again this year, but UKAF seem to be holding out as well, which is great. And away goes Jared straight up the middle off that shortened line out.
Yeah, slick line out off the top, quickly out into the midfield. Setting up for the kick here, well, Rugglesford of Royal Air Force and Cornish Pirates, and he waits that nicely. The try scorer Emi Korowali getting underneath it, couldn't take it cleanly, ball knocked on. We'll have our first scrum of the match.
I'm sure there'll be some very excited fans to watch the first scrum, but I think what I like there is a little bit of variety, not necessarily kicking down the channel where you see a winger who's expecting the ball. Will Rugglesford there, he's playing a little bit more in the midfield, and he's kicking into space, and that, that gave Imi the opportunity to get under the ball. If he catches that on the on the full, we make a 30-yard gain. And I wonder if they've realised that Cameron MacDonald isn't the tallest of fullbacks, and very much like how the English did to Australia, they just put it in the air, they get people around the ball, cause trouble, and try and make some inroads in the backfield. So we'll see how that unfolds.
You need to be positive that side.
Well, it very nearly worked, but the knock-on hands possession to Germany.
Let's go, guys. Fast
Referee
reset, please. Let's go.
Ian Kai is taking his time to get this first scrum set right.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Okay, use it, Black.
Solid scrum as Oliver Payne feeds the ball out to Robin Plump. Breaking through tackles up towards halfway. That's a good break by the German centre. A good quick ball at the breakdown. They have numbers over there on the left-hand side. Robin Plump again. in possession. And Germans quickly making their way up to the UKAF 10-metre line with this attack from the scrum, and again probing down that short side. Slower ball this time, Payne to the hooker, Reinkes. Then Wolf goes himself, almost gets through, gets his hands free, is to keep that ball moving. And is to go in and play half back. Out to Plump again for the third time in this move. Quick ball again, kicked through by Oliver Payne. Just looking for a position inside the UKAF 22. It will be a UKAF throw. Germany will, I'm sure, look to put pressure on this line out.
Yeah, not for me at the moment. Okay.
I think UKAF will be quite happy. Although they've had a little bit of a break over on that right-hand side. You know, Bubba Watson's putting in some nice tackles in the midfield. Jared Hayler's getting out the line and snubbing the attack and forcing that German attack to put boot to ball.
Okay. Gents, it's no dummy, he's just never thrown it. Both teams, you need to stay on the ground until he's thrown it. Hooker, quicker please.
Clear instructions.
No, you've both gone up.
From the referee.
You've both gone up early. It's good.
The Germany side suggesting that the hooker had dummied. A long throw over the top. It's brave, but it works well.
No hands, Black.
Taken by Matt Dawson in the white headgear.
Hold.
And under pressure, kick, well, it does go out. It's a good clearing kick by UKAF to take play up towards halfway.
Yeah, it's a great kick. Again, just a slightly different exit strategy to normal. Just asking different questions, painting different pictures, and you know, brave to put it back to a first receiver so deep into the midfield. But with a kick like that, you can trust Jack Johnson to get you out of trouble.
Yes, we've already seen that both Jack Johnson and Craig Duncan have got siege gun boots.
No, you're good. The gap's good now.
Accurate again at the line out. Reinkes to the middle.
He's fine.
It's in the hands of Reinkes at the back of that German maul, just inching their way forward, adding extra bodies.
No, he's not. You spun off that way.
Well, UKAF have halted it for now, so Oliver Payne will just pick his moment. Again, feed the ball out to Plumper. That's good. Hands in the midfield for Germany. That puts Dan Boer almost through a gap in the middle. Then awarded a penalty. This time UKAF penalised for hands on the deck at the breakdown.
Brown first, then on.
They've done a great job, haven't they? Germany, excellent maul, sucked in that defence. Play off second receiver. That little tip pass just gets on the outside of Ryan Crowley. Has to bring Rocco in. But unfortunately, Jared got perhaps a little bit too eager in trying to do what he does best, but this time just penalised for his hands on the floor.
Edge of the white then, guys.
The kick from the penalty taking Germany to 12 or 14 metres out from the try line. We've already seen, I think, 2 line-out mauls. They look well organised. You spoke about their set piece last year. This will be difficult to defend.
It will be difficult to defend when they throw to the front and go in.
Oh, here they go over the try line. Referee on the spot. And Germany with their first try through Sean Ingle, the Maidenhead player. We were expecting the line-out drive. I think UKAF were expecting the very same. And they've improvised. They've gone round the front of the line-out. I'll have another look at it here, William.
Yeah, they've actually put the scrum half in at front. You know, the 99 times out of 100, that ball doesn't go to him. But here's the 1 time out of 100, and they've been able to execute a lovely little trick play. Unfortunately, Pete Austin can't quite get onto Sean Ingle as he came around the corner in the red headguard there, and leaves Will Wrigglers with a really difficult tackle to make. He did his best, but unfortunately unable to hold him up.
So clever play by Germany. 2 line-out mauls. And then trying something a little different close to the try line.
No.
Working perfectly. Unsuccessful with the conversion attempt. It was the short throw to Oliver Payne at the front of the line out. Fed Sean Ingle. Just watch him there with the red headgear. He had his hooker with him, but didn't need him. Powers his way over Will Wrigglesford. That's a good German try in response to that early score. Emi Korowali going over after only 2 minutes for UKAF.
All back. Take a step. Use.
Oliver Payne taking on kicking duties himself. Craig Duncan does well underneath it, but met by Sean Ingle and John Ireland. Away they go through Korowali. Lovely offload from the left wing. Forwards and backs combining nicely. It's the captain through, feeds Jordan Gott. Half break by Jared Taylor. Playing with pace here. UKAF. Emi Korowali once again involved in the play. There's about a yard to play with. How on earth Will Wrigglesford got through there, I do not know, but he's bundled into touch about 10 metres or so out, but that very nearly coming off for the scrum half.
Yeah, he saw half a gap, off he went, and he was met by Cameron McDonald, who's just put his head in the spokes and has saved a try there. He's just got it nice and low, possibly the wrong shoulder, so luckily he hasn't got a knee to the head, but unlucky. Good energy again from Will Wrigglesford, though. We spoke about this earlier. He's a real beast around the ruck, snipes a lot, offers a real threat, and you can see the intent there in the German 22.
And then he's coming in, okay, mate. Roger, fair enough.
Yeah,
Another look at it.
you've overlent,
Here.
you've just never been able to actually get it
That
up off the ground, okay?
offload by Korowali. And then UKAF playing
Okay,
quickly.
all good, Doc?
Yeah, some really good link-up play. We've seen Imi with the ball in one hand. He's got Matt Dawson one side, Drew Davidson the other side. And then the next phase, we see Jared go through and get his hands free and connect with Jordan Gott to get some real nice go forward in the midfield. So some really good stuff from UKAF.
Early contact, yeah, off the ball actually, 4.
UKAF penalised at the line out. I think just taking out the jumper before he had returned to the ground. And that will
Halfway line then.
frustrate UKAF head coach Tim Osman. Got themselves down into the 22 with that break from Wrigglesford, and that just gives Germany an easy out. Takes play up to halfway.
You in? 9, are you in or are you back? 9?
Andrew Reinkus again to Justin Renk, the captain. And Robin Plump has been a very willing ball carrier in the midfield for Germany. The opening quarter of this match, and now they'll put boot to ball through Leo Wolf. Well positioned at the back. Craig Duncan.
Thank you.
He just thumps that off downfield. Taken by Wolf inside the German 22. The return kick again takes play up to halfway.
Edge to the white then, Black.
Interesting setup here with Bubba Watson, one of our, our front row forward in the midfield. Couldn't quite execute the line out, and away go Germany.
Still going is Sean Ingle, the try scorer, prominent with the red headgear, and there's numbers out to the right, but Will Wood, the outside centre, straightens, takes the ball into contact. Slower here for Oliver Payne. It's back to the left, and again uses Sean Ingle. Quicker ball this time. And Germany now on the fringes of that UKAF 22 once again.
advantage, tackle's going to roll, slow the ball.
Surprised early
What was the number,
with that
12.
opening UKAF try. They now have one of their own and just growing into this game. The referee playing an advantage here. Germany can roll the dice. Leo Wolf again to Plump. Stands up in the tackle, eventually driven to deck by Jared Taylor. So we'll come back for the penalty. Jordan got the man penalised.
12's got to roll, slow the ball.
I wonder if we're going to see another trick play here in the corner, or do they revert to tight, throw someone up and try and push UKAF over in the corner. But we shall see here with another German attacking lineup.
Well, that's now the problem for UKAF. It's how do they defend this? They'll obviously have to set to defend the drive, but they will now have half an eye on the trick plays round the front and the back. Another look at the penalty there, but Germany back in the same corner where they scored their try 4 or 5 minutes ago. Andrew Reinkes has been very accurate with his throwing, and once again they go to the middle. This time they do set up the drive.
You can hear the ref there, says no compete. Really interesting new variation to the law. You don't have to throw straight if the other team aren't going to compete against you.
Well, UKAF now having to pile bodies in here as Germany very tight, working their way towards the try line. Over they go.
Knocked one over the line.
Or knocked on over the line. You would hear the referee there. Germany will be very frustrated with that. They've done everything right. I think it was the hooker, Andrew Reinkes, in possession. We'll have another look at it in just a second, but has lost that ball over the try line.
Okay, that's fine. He stepped out. It was quite clear by the end of it. I was getting the numbers. They're good.
I can't see anything. I think I'm going to have to trust Ian Kai on this one. He was much closer than I was.
Let's go. Let's go. Don't need him. Let's go. Don't need him. Right, let's go. Don't need him for a goal line dropout.
There's a man down for Germany. The referee adamant that he is not needed.
Yes, mate.
So Germany playing with 14 men for now, and
lost him for.
Is to add insult to injury, having failed to get that ball down over the try line, then knocked on the goal line dropout. And UKAF will have a scrum just on the German side of halfway.
I wonder how important that moment will be. You've just knocked the ball on over the try line, you've just lost 5 points with a shot at 7, and then you drop the ball under no pressure and give UKAF an attacking scrum. Nice little short side for Rocco to have a look at, and then plenty of space on this left-hand side to get Craig Duncan and Imi Karawali in play. So interesting to see what Jack Johnson decides to launch here.
Well, off screen, Imi Karawali couldn't be any further across to the left touchline, just right down in front of us. He's actually off the pitch, so obviously an option to kick cross-field, trying to stretch that German defence across field. Of course, they could go right, and it's exactly what they've done. Jared Taylor picking up, feeding Rigglesford. The ball kicked through, but goes straight into touch, and a wasted opportunity.
Yeah, Will won't be too happy with that. Just hasn't quite come off his foot the way he would have wanted. He's at top speed, trying to execute quite a good skill there, but as you can see, he's just left it open. But you know, good intent. Troubling the German back three. They were relatively flat. Cammy McDonald was trying to cover a lot of grass, so some nice intent, but they'll want to build phases, they'll want to build pressure, but now they've got to defend this line-out.
Well, the first mistake at the line-out by Germany, so it's back in UKAF possession. Johnson whips the ball out, and they've created a hint of an overlap over here. Jordan Gott eventually taken down inside the 22 by the German defence. Lovely tip pass by Drew Davison under pressure, and UKAF now 10 metres out. Johnson again, nice interplay between the forwards and backs. Ryan Crowley now taken down centre field. And Johnson once more, the fly half, goes himself, in goes Sean Ingle for Germany, trying to hold up Johnson. Gets a knee down.
Knock on by White.
It's Pete Austin, I think, there just
First one by White.
couldn't quite take that ball. I think he was thinking of what was coming next. Loses possession, and another opportunity comes to naught for UKAF.
Stability this side.
What a great period there, with some really nice interchange from UKAF, releasing out the pods, little tip passes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we couldn't come back onto that other side and get the ball to Rocco, which was definitely the intent. You saw Jack Johnson look for him, but Germany were in the passing lane, and but equally matched by some really good defence from Germany, and eventually turning defence into attack with the forcing that error from Pete Austin.
Another solid scrum for Germany, is setting up the platform for the clearing kick.
Yeah.
Robin Plump, the man this time, taking on kicking duties. Played just inside the UKAF half of the field.
Let's go then, White. In we come, please, guys. You all out at the moment. I need someone in.
So a couple of line-out errors creeping in. Pete Austin will want to settle things down now. UKAF have gone for a 4-man line-out. There we go. And up the middle with Bubba Watson. Jordan got Ryan Crowley.
And again,
lovely hands, yes, out to Craig Duncan. Yeah, Emi Korowali with him. And dealt with for now by German defence, but they're now stretched across the full width of the field. UKAF just one play to the right, back they come to the left, and the captain, Jared Haylor, has looked very strong in possession. Ball's been knocked on by Sean Ingle, the referee playing an advantage. In fact, it's John Ireland with the red headgear.
Sean Ingle and John Ireland, rather confusingly, both wearing red headguards. They could have helped us out and picked a different colour, but we'll just have to look at the numbers instead.
Let's go then, guys, let's go. Germany, let's go, guys, let's go. Yeah, we're ready. Guys, let's go, UKAF.
Referee Ian Kye is trying to hurry things up, get the scrum set. Again, lots of options here for UKAF. The scrum on the left, whole back division stretched across to the right.
Again, we can see Korowali hiding just behind the scrum, hoping to get ball in hand and join the line. Off he goes as the ball gets played to Gott in the midfield.
That's exactly what they do, and there's a gap opens up right in front of Korowali. He's right through the middle. Hands off the last defender. What a run by Emi Korowali. His second try of the match, his 9th in UKAF colours. And you picked it, William. You could see him hiding behind the scrum. He just tracked across behind the pod. Jordan Gott with the fullback pass. And the defence opened up in front of him. And Emi Korowali with the second try for UKAF.
Really, really nice. We've spoke already about changing the picture and about what is expected of teams and then doing something slightly different. And that's all UKAF have done. We see teams all the time play through 12 and stay nice and tight and just pull it back to the first receiver. So Jack Johnson stays tight. Those 3 defenders, 9, 12 and 13 for Germany, stay really close. With Crowley runs a good line to hold his opposite man. And then that ball just gets pushed one channel wider and away Emi Korowali goes. Really nice, and we just see Jack Johnson there sneak it in off the upright and gets himself back upfield for UKAF, who will breathe a sigh of relief, no doubt, having just ridden a bit of a wave and stretched their lead from 7-5 up to 14. So
when it's still dynamic like
so well done to UKAF. Great carry from Emi Korowali. You can see that big handoff there and the strength to get over the line, ball in one hand, doing what he does for in the championship week in, week out.
Inside. Okay, all good.
And with that, now Draws level with Ben Chambers, we mentioned on the bench. Started the night with 9 tries.
Okay, thank you.
I think he's just taken his tracksuit off, and I think he's told the strength and conditioning coach to warm him up, and he's probably telling Tim Osman to get him on the field. So, Ben will be sweating, no doubt.
You're on the 10, White. UKAF, just step up. You're on the 10. Step up, guys. Black, just step off.
Well, we spoke about Samesa Rokoduguni at the start as perhaps the danger man thus far. UKAF haven't been able to get the ball much to that right wing, but Emi Korowale having a field day on this left wing. 2 tries for UKAF. Sean Ingle with the reply for Germany, and it's the visitors back in possession. Edward Chiqueta, big tight head prop, and the flat pass to Justin Renck, the captain. Quick ball out to Dustin Mizera, thumped by solid defence.
Back.
Oh, Robin Plump losing the ball there. It's the first thing the German inside centre has done wrong. The referee said that was wasn't knocked on, but it's back in the hands of UKAF as they again go looking for a 50-22 through Jack Johnson. Stays in the field of play, and this bounces. Well, it looked like it was going to come straight back into German hands, but it's been tidied up by Jared Taylor.
No 50-22, we're in the
and then
half.
Will Wrigglesford. It's clever by the scrum half. He realised there was nobody at home at the back for Germany. Craig Duncan again, and now UKAF will look to strike from their own half. Jordan got involved. Ryan Crowley. Well, Crowley was gone, but the referee says the pass was forward.
Great intent. I actually thought either Jack Johnson or Jordan Gott, who of course have both got great kicking boots, I thought they were going to come and find this short corner, stay inside their own half and try and put pressure on that 50-22 again, but Jordan wanted to run with the ball, just held on to it for perhaps half a second too late, let Ryan get up in front of him, and under pressure from the German defence couldn't quite execute that pass. So some really nice kick return intent, but not able to execute there, sadly.
UKAF 14, Germany 5 as we go into the last 10 minutes of this first half. Germany look to strike from the scrum. They've created space over on the left. UKAF struggling to get back and reorganise their defence. They've closed it down for now, just outside the UKAF 22. John Ireland with the carry, again finding gaps in this UKAF defence, deep inside the 22 now. Slower ball. UKAF perhaps up offside, kicked across, looking for Andrew Reinckes. Well, brilliant work by the hooker, comes up with the ball. It goes into touch, 5 metres out from that UKAF try line. The UKAF defence were all at sea there.
Yeah, they had to scramble, haven't they? They all started with that little loop move in the midfield. Ryan Crowley unfortunately gets caught biting in on his opposite man. Ball goes out the back and then puts Rocco under a lot of pressure, and they're in reverse from then on in. Germany went a little bit slow when they got to the 22, and I thought they could have gone with a bit more quicker ball, give UKAF less time to reorganise, but they've ended up forcing that kick across field.
Tackles in the way. Thank you, 17.
The UKAF is playing one phase from the line out. Give a better kicking angle to Jack Johnson.
White's going to be on here. White, you on the edge of the white.
I think one of the ball team was knocked over.
White, step up, please.
Hear
on your front man. Thank you.
The boos of the crowd, thankfully, is okay.
I think Ball's knocked her beret off by the looks of it. One of the support crews thrown the ball back down the line and struck her on the head.
So Germany, a good attacking opportunity here. And it's Andrew Reinckes in possession. The hooker has already crossed the try line from a line-out maul. lost the ball as he went over. He'll be desperate to make amends for that. That's a lovely offload to Sean Ingle, the Maidenhead player. Good quick ball here for Germany. Wrigglesford comes round. Of course, can't play the 9, even if you're the opposing 9.
Play the 9, part of the ruck.
Again, another Law catching them out.
Time's off. We'll go time off. Time off. He's on your mark, and it's head or neck.
All come from another really nice German maul. Great challenge, great toing and throwing, but that maul then splinters off. Great carry from the German hooker, I think, who's put Will Wrigglesworth backwards and given his team a little bit of go forward. But sad to see, I think, Sean Ingle down getting some treatment.
He's been excellent. The 2 German back rowers with the red headgear, Sean Ingle and John Ireland, very much to the fore for their side.
Okay, you good?
But yes, as you mentioned at the start, William, Germany look very organised around set piece. A little untidy at that breakdown. The ball came squirting out the side, and as Oliver Payne tried to release his back division, Will Wrigglesford is catching his arm, which you're not allowed to do now, as the 9 is playing the ball away. So from the penalty, Germany just punched that ball into the corner, 5 metres out from the UKAF try line. Well, a tidy throw has been snapped up by UKAF, and they could well strike from here. There's space out there on the right hand side as away goes Ryan Crowley. He had men outside him, couldn't find the support. A good quick ball, Wrigglesford. Craig Duncan was lurking out there on the right. UKAF with carry through the forwards now. They'll try to go wider. Viliame Kotabalabu, and kicked through by Jack Johnson, looking for the corner. The referee says no, 50-22. But that puts Germany in a world of trouble. It's 5 metres out from their try line.
Just as we were praising the Germans for their set piece, they go and spoil their own opportunity. Great little bit of composure you can see on the screen here from Bubba Watson. Gets the ball away to Matt Dawson, who does exactly the same. Jared knows what to do, catch and pass, same with Jordan. But Ryan Crowley's got to keep 2 hands on the ball and get it out to Rocco. We've got 2 players outside him there and another 15 metres of grass.
The German line-out functions on this occasion. He'll be frustrated. It didn't work for them at the other end of the pitch.
Thank you, all good. Still live. Edge of the white then black.
But yes, as you say, Ryan Crowley
He's good.
showing great pace with the breakout from the 22, but they did have 2 men outside him. And we go Germany through Dustin Mizera. Payne out to Wolf again.
Back off white.
Snapped up by Jared Taylor.
Use 9.
Plying his trade in the championship with Hartpury. A little untidy knock on by UKAF. Now Germany would love to strike here, trailing by 14 points to 5. 3.5 minutes left in this first half.
Just a bit predictable there, isn't it? Bubba Watson with no real support, no real additional threats on his outside, just gets double shotted, and the ball gets dislodged. Now, like you say, we've got to defend this German scrum in a really nice attacking position. Defensive 9 stuck to the blind side. You can see him, he doesn't know whether he's got to follow or drop.
Use it.
away the Germans come through the scrum half.
Picked up at the base by John Ireland, and through they go. And it's the left wing, Felix Lammers into the 22, loses his feet, get back up. I think he's lost that ball. Try line in front of him. All he had to do was to stay upright. Just a tap tackle. We'll see who that was just now, but it looked for all money that Lammers would go in. But UKAF survive again.
Down at the moment behind you.
Okay, time's off. Two's down.
They do a really good job, don't they, bringing that blindside winger in, causing trouble in that 10-12 channel. All he's got to do is hold on to the ball. You can see the 2 or 3 back row forwards with him. Scrum halves there, they could have just ripped that away and put UKAF under some real pressure, but that's another get out of jail free card with 2 minutes left before half time. UKAF will be breathing a sigh of relief. That's almost 2 tries that they could have had, and UKAF could be facing going in at half time behind, but here they are nursing a nice 9-point lead.
It wasn't material.
Break and play for some treatment to UKAF vice captain Pete Austin.
2 is now back up.
And the crowd down below us here being well entertained in this first half.
All good?
Yes, cheers, sir.
Okay. Time's up.
Let's go.
Locks! Crouch! One more. Sit! Bind! Set! Thank you.
Picked up at the back of the UKAF scrum by Jared Taylor. He's been prominent in this opening spell.
You're all in front. White, 5, go back.
And slick by UKAF. Nikari, quick ruck, Wrigglesford back to Johnson, and the clearing kick up towards the UKAF 10-metre line.
Yeah, thanks.
So perhaps the last attacking opportunity of this first half for Germany.
No compete.
Justin Renck, the man who takes that in the middle of the line out. You'd hear the referee saying no compete. It wasn't straight, but it doesn't have to be if the opposition don't go up, as William explained earlier. Germany just looking to build some phases in that 10-metre line. Again, there was just a hint of space, but an untidy pass thrown straight into touch as the UKAF defence came racing up.
You're good. Guys, need numbers, please. 4.
You can see Germany just trying to threaten both sides of that ruck. Rocco gets caught sort of slightly higher than perhaps he should have been. They look to go over the top. Luckily, a bit of an untidy pass.
I think one of the German players probably just promoted himself too much. I think it had missed it was maybe the 7 was at Ingle. If it just gone to the next player, he was perhaps in a bit of space. UKAF did have a man there to cover. But ultimately no harm done for Germany, because UKAF conceding a penalty. Not the best of kicks, trying to get that ball into the corner. It will give them an attacking opportunity from the line out just outside the UKAF 22.
You see Jack Johnson and Rocco swap places. We can see Rocco wants to get involved on that defence in that 10-12 channel with Matt Dawson, someone who he's defended alongside for years. Jared Haler wants to get stuck in.
13, go back, 13.
Ball threaded through by Cameron MacDonald, rolls into touch, and with that, the referee Ian Kai blows for half-time in the end of what has been an enthralling first half. 2 tries for UKAF. Emi Korowali scoring both, and the reply by Sean Ingle for Germany. The half-time score in this Remembrance fixture. It's UK Armed Forces 14, Germany 5.
Well, I don't know if we expected that. 2 tries to 1. Lots of toing and froing. Some really nice set-piece stuff, which I think we did expect, definitely from Germany. And some glimpses of some individual excellence and some really nice bits. You can see there Korowali getting on the end of some excellent link-up play. You know, even 1 minute into the game, and you know, this is a side that's only been together since Monday, I think, as a, you know, with a specific focus on this fixture. So some really good things for UKAF to knit together. But of course, Tim Osman will have his messages at half-time to come out and hopefully put this to bed.
So Emi Korowali there with the opening try, just 2 minutes into the game. This is the reply from Germany. I think everybody expected them to drive, and they went with the trick play around the front.
That's it, and you've got to change the picture. You know, rugby is a game of pressure, it's a game of continuity, but at its heart, it's also a game of deception. And you know, if you're too predictable, you will be defended against with ease. And you can see UKAF changing the picture here again, opening up that hole for Emi Korowali to go through. And you know, credit to him, he bounces off 2 defenders and then takes 2 more over for a finish. So some really exciting bits from the first half that hopefully we can see more of in the second half.
Another look at it there. Emi Korowali still had a huge amount to do, striding through tackles, the big handoff, and over he goes for his second try, his 9th try in UKAF colours. And confirmation there of the half-time score here at Kingsholm in Gloucester. UK Armed Forces 14, Germany 5, and we will take a short break now. We'll be back with second half action shortly.
Saturday is much more fun, isn't it? They've played a lot sort of coming one way and drifting, so we're going to look at recognising the shape and then how we stay square and beat it. It's a strength in us that we should be using. So if we can recognise the shape early and move the ball there, the gas we've got out wide, what we're trying to do is leave space for them to actually operate in. That's the idea, is using players in the middle and the decent ball handlers that we've got to move that ball, but in a way that 6 defenders out and takes them out the line. The first stipulation I'm going to give you is you can't run any shape, it's just got to be hands. Okay? So have a play around with your depth and your timing to beat that defence. You should be able to beat it because you're going to be 5v3. Ideally what you want to see is them get deep and organise. Oh, it's on, it's on, it's on. They started working it out, didn't they? The success rate went up, so we tried to make it a bit harder. And they worked it out, they're using their shape, which is nice.
This is now kind of what it's all about, I think, whether it's the Barbars-esque or whether you get to RDRC and you see it more in a sort of Lions context. We should be picking and are picking and want to try and pick the best people in the services to play in a team to go and win that.
We talk about remembrance, we talk about what this game is all about. You've got to understand and take that away in your own way. We all deal with things in different ways, but just understand what it is we are about. That's what makes us different. Whether it's light blue, whether it's dark blue, or whether it's red, it's irrelevant. This is a special game for us, and we have to understand that journey that we're going on together, but also what's gone on in the past. All right, guys?
What's the matter? You're rolling out things. Oh, yes, you. What's the matter, isn't it? So he has been to every one of our matches since we've both been playing and had him, obviously. And he's in like every team photo since I had him and we came back to our first season at IS. So it's a great little thing to show him when he grows up. Like, he's been at every single team. He's been with England under-20s, England students, French Army, RAF, Navy games. He is like an official mascot, unofficial mascot.
How are you feeling as we go into the France game? Sort of post-analysis this morning, post the morning session, how are you feeling going into that game?
I'm very excited. I think we can definitely put on a very, very good show and just execute everything that we've been practicing throughout the tournament.
Thanks for joining me this afternoon, Jazz. I hope you have a lovely day.
You're very welcome.
What would your reply be if I said, get a bit of dog in you?
You've got to really get it from like down here. Some people like are a bit too much of a chihuahua, but we're Rotties in this team. We go straight from there.
Say it from the chest. You heard it here first.
Welcome back to Kingsholm Stadium in Gloucester. Half-time score, UK Armed Forces 14, Germany 5. Remember, the two sides met here a year ago, with Germany running out convincing winners in the end by 43 points to 26. They led by 17 points in the early stages. It was clawed back by UKAF and trailed by only 29-26. In the closing 10 minutes, Germany pulled away, and it's a very different state of affairs at half-time this year. A strong UK Armed Forces side, and we were looking for Samesa Rokoduguni on that right wing, but it's the left wing fellow Fijian Emi Korowale who has been the headline act in the first half with 2 tries, the first coming after only 2 minutes. Let's have another look at them here. The first, a rather easier one for the left wing. Play inside the 22, Wrigglesford out to Craig Duncan feeding the left wing. Emi Korawali. Nice interplay between forwards and backs. Matt Dawson, the open side flanker, showing his strength to stay on his feet in the contact. And then Craig Duncan and Ryan Crowley involved in the action. This was the German reply. Sean Ingle with the, well, one of two players with the red headgear on, number 7. But if you have a look at it here, the scrum half at the front, and that was clever by Germany because they'd already driven 2 lineouts earlier, and UKAF no doubt expecting the same close to the try line. But this was the pick of the tries. We'll have a look at the start of it in just a second, but let's just appreciate the strength, the speed and the power of Emi Korawali. And as the gap opened up in front of him, I'll have another look at it here from the scrum. German defence just condensing around Jordan Gott, the inside centre, and that created the space for Emi Korawali. We spoke about it just in the build-up to the scrum. William saw him lurking behind the set piece, and he just timed his acceleration perfectly through the gap. Still had an awful lot of work to do, just bouncing off, pushing off would-be tacklers, and goes in for his second try of the night, his 9th try in UKAF colours. There he is on screen now, wearing number 11. Both were converted by Jack Johnson. Conversion missed by Germany, so half-time 14 points to 5. The sides are back out. William has rejoined me. Let's hope that the second half is as entertaining as the first. Referee Ian Kai. It's the second half started, and it's Leo Wolf with the left foot, sends the ball deep into the 22, kept in field by UKAF. Again, the look to just take one phase, set up a better angle for the kicker. Craig Duncan standing directly behind the breakdown, and it looks like it will be Will Wrigglesford if he ever gets the ball to the back of the ruck. No, he sends it back to Duncan. Very educated left foot. That'll stay in the field of play though. Opportunity here for Germany to pounce in the early stages of this second half. And it's with Leo Wolf. Tries to flick that ball into the hands of Felix Lammers. He almost went over for a try in that first half. Germany denied twice. Hook and Andrew Reinkes knocking the ball on over the try line. Then Felix Lammers tackled as it seemed certain that he would score, but Germany looking slick here. Robin Plump. Payne with the flat pass out. That looked like it was knocked on. It was on the blind side of the referee. I think he's probably had a call from his AR there. And we'll have our first scrum of this second half.
Yeah, a different picture again with that exit, choosing the left-footed kicker on that far side. Germany with the intention to swing it across to our side of the pitch, get it through the hands of McDonald, get it onto this left wing with Felix Lammers. Jordan got tracked across, made a nice tackle, and Germany then able to build some really nice phases, but just go sideways, which from a defensive point of view for UKAF will be fine. The likes of Matt Dawson, the likes of Jared Hayler, the likes of Drew Dawson in that big, meaty, athletic back row will be more than happy to defend against the team that just goes sideways. And here we are with a scrum in front of the post. As soon as Will Wrigglesford gets some treatment, you can see Ian Kai has wandered over to figure out if that's going to impact on play or not. And Bubba Watson, no doubt, in the 3 jersey for UKAF, will be excited to get his head back into this scrum and do what we pay him to do and keep that scrum up nice and high.
Will Wrigglesford is getting some treatment. And William, what will the two head coaches have said for their respective teams at half-time?
Well, Tim Osman's got quite a record with half-time speeches. If I take the viewers back to Army Navy a year and a half ago, he produced one of the halftime speeches of the ages, and the guys came out and beat the Navy in one of the greatest comebacks in service rugby. Not necessarily needing such a speech this evening, so I think the message would be, do what you're doing, pass the ball to Rocco, because he hasn't had the ball, so let's give him the ball, let's use the full width of the field and keep doing as we've done. And you can see, as far as I'm clear, no changes yet, so he seems pretty happy. But of course, the German side of things, Mark Kuhlmann might have a slightly different message. He won't be panicking. It's 2 tries to 1 with, you know, 2 or 3 opportunities that could have been points for Germany, so he won't be too upset. But again, it will be do as you're doing, but let's just try and tighten up when we're in behind UKAF. Keep the ball, build some pressure, and try and convert some points.
Set.
Well, Wrigglesford, thankfully, okay to continue. Hits the ball into the scrum and then whips it out to Jack Johnson. Well, here he goes. Rocco, we haven't seen much of, but shut down very quickly by the German defence there. Be very aware of the danger he poses. 4 England caps, 4 England tries. 2 against Fiji, 1 against Argentina, and 1 against Samoa. His first cap against the All Blacks, which I think ended with a narrow All Blacks victory.
Here's a knock-on advantage.
Oh, lovely play, tapped on by Ryan Crowley, and away they go, and through that man again, Emi Korowali looking for his hat-trick. Out into the midfield, and Drew Davison, the Caldy player. Michael McDonald, brother of Cameron McDonald, also playing at the championship side. Here goes Crowley again. Crowley just signed with Leicester Tigers. I think he's had a couple of Tigers appearances, also involved with Chinor. So lots of quality throughout the UKAF side. Nice tip on by Pete Austin. Well, he's his trade with Reading Rams. Here they go again. Nice offload. Back inside to Craig Duncan. And Wrigglesford couldn't dig that ball out of there. And a penalty goes the way of Germany. Josh Williams making his first appearance for UKAF tonight, the man penalised.
Well, that's the threat of Rocco, isn't it? He gets the ball in behind the defender. 2 guys come in around him, and he's just able to release that on the edge there and get Josh Williams some space. Just unlucky there, Josh, unable to secure the ball in the contact area. But that's much better for Rocco, I'm sure. 2 touches in 2 minutes. He'll be more excited about that, and I know, having had the fortune of playing alongside him, he wants to get involved. And here we go. You can see Will Wrigglesford in that replay just sending it high, Germans spilling it, and UKAF turning to Bubba Watson to send that triple miss pass. Beautifully flicked on from Crowley.
Well, the 2 players with the red headgear we've already mentioned, combining Sean Ingle and John Ireland, helping Germany to get the ball out wide to Edinburgh-born Cameron McDonald, himself a UKAF player, but also German qualified. As we mentioned at the start, his brother Michael also plays for Germany, the 2 most recent Army players to win international honours. And I think if you look 1 player further back, I think it is one Major William Reeve.
I think you've got to go a little bit further back, but yeah, 2018, 2019 had the absolute pleasure and honour to play both 7 and 15 aside for Kenya. What an experience that was, to make my debut against South Africa, which was quite the game of rugby, one I've never experienced before, and sadly one I'll never experience again. But that was just one story of many internationals in the armed forces. Clearly some of the more prominent ones on the field tonight. You know, the armed forces doing a wonderful job of getting these players, these talented players, into clubs and in the limelight for national selection. whether it be tier 1, 2 or 3. You know, we've seen people play in Switzerland and Iran and whatever else. So the Army Rugby Union, in my case, and then other unions doing a fantastic job of that.
Yes, I think a lot of our viewers, if we were to list some of the names, they would be very familiar. I'll not embarrass myself by trying to remember them all or showing my age as to how far back I can go. Tim Rodber jumps out at me, and Josh Lucy. But lots of big names, and one down there on the pitch tonight we mentioned, Semesa Rokoduguni, just starting to work his way into the game, wearing number 14 for UKAF. Just keep an eye out on him in this second half. I suspect they will try and get the ball his way more often. But for now it's Germany looking to clear this ball from their 22, and perhaps an opportunity here for UKAF through Craig Duncan to connect with Rokoduguni. No, it heads off infield, taken down by Robin Plump. Egglesford thought about going right, went left, caught in two minds and driven to deck by Sean Ingle. And his opposite number, Matt Dawson, taken down on the UKAF 10-metre line, and they're going over here. Might think about kicking, still trying to manufacture space. Jordan got this time, the Belgian international. Inside centre tonight for UKAF. Well, UKAF have lost some ground here, but now they're regaining it with that break down the left-hand touchline through Ryan Crowley again, looking dangerous with ball in hand, but once more conceding a penalty at the breakdown. That will allow Germany entry back into the UKAF half of the field.
Yeah, some really good footwork, just stands up his opposite man, skips off onto the outside. He's got that really good acceleration, hasn't he, from that sort of compact short stride. Off he goes, maybe perhaps too quick for his own team, but he'll be happy to have made some more meters in that 13 channel.
Just hold him then, guys. We got 14 going as well. Time is off. Time is off. Send him on then, guys.
The change here for
4 and 14.
Germany. It is Dan Boer and Thijs van der Lohe leaving the field of play. And there comes Robert Lehmann wearing number 26. And Enrich Bulow coming on wearing 22. And German numbers all over the place tonight. I think they arrived with 3 XL tops, and when you see the size of them, they were certainly going to need more than that. So they had to dip into the reserve jerseys. Another penalty conceded by UKAF, just compounding errors. It was the penalty that allowed Germany to gain position inside their half, and now they will have to defend a line out very close to their own try line.
Discipline in the line out then, guys, please.
Yeah, first meaningful entry here in the second half. Germany will absolutely have that half-time talk. My hypothesis about them being clinical and coming away with points, they'll have that in the back of their mind, hoping to trouble the UKAF try line here.
Replacement hooker Darren Ferrer with the throw to the front of the line out. And again, we've seen how organised Germany are here. UKAF trying to move that towards the sideline, so played away by Oliver Payne, clattering into contact 2 or so metres short. Now the forwards go to work with John Ireland. Pick and go through the middle of the breakdown, and they're over that try line. See who comes up last with the ball, but just too much power for the UKAF defence to deal with.
Ian, substitution.
We'll have another look at it here, but just those flat passes. And we think it was Sean Ingle who scored in the first half. It goes over for his second try.
By the dead ball, Fraser.
Thanks.
Yep, it looks like Sean Ingle's been quick around the ruck there, picked up where there's no guard defender. but seems to have got himself some cramp in the act of scoring, but they'll be happy. We just spoke about them needing to be clinical in this UKAF 22, and if the German fly half can put this over, if Leo Wolf can stay true, that'll give them 7 points, and we have a very close game all of a sudden. Again, look, we just see them battering the door down. Nice pod work round the corner, getting towards the posts, staying strong, but just Crowley just creeps ever so slightly. Jared Hayler's not quite up on his feet, and there's just that little half gap that Sean Ingle is able to squeeze through up to that on that right hand upright.
Got one from the far side, thank you.
So Ingle seems to be okay. You can see him stretching his calf after picking up cramp in the act of scoring his second try. Scored 13 minutes into the game. That peel round the front of the line out. This time it's catching the UKAF fringe defence napping around the breakdown. Pick and go through the middle of the ruck. And that conversion by Leo Wolf narrows the gap to 2 points. It's UKAF 14, Germany 12. Still a long way to go in this annual Remembrance fixture.
It's back off Black, back off Black.
Ball goes loose, but it's been knocked back. Still UKAF in possession through the captain, Jared Taylor.
No, let it go, let it go. Hands to ground first.
And Wrigglesford just setting up for the kick here.
Let's go, 9.
Up over the top of the ruck. That allows his team to chase the tackle made by Emi Korowale.
No hands wide.
Perhaps could have got there to contest. Waiting on the German player landing just to make the tackle. Germany in possession on their own 10-metre line. And Oliver Payne now will put up the kick into the Gloucester skies, and it's not been judged by Will Wrigglesford.
We're just going to knock on. He couldn't get out of the way of that. He's not played it. It's just hit him.
Knocked on by the UKAF scrum half. So that kick by Oliver Payne paying dividends for Germany.
Yeah, he won't be happy with that. He definitely had enough time to get in the air and compete for that. I think he doubted himself in those last 2 yards, which are vital in getting up in the air for that high ball. Just caught out with an unlucky bounce as well. So unlucky for Will Wrigglesford there. But here we go, back to the scrum, back to the set piece. You can see some of the front row forwards. Bubba Watson in the background there, chugging on his Lucasade. Rhys Williams itching to get on and get their heads in the scrum, which Ian Kai has just blown up to reset.
Your head's got to be going on the outside, not the inside. Didn't have a problem with the start in loose head.
Just keep doing what we're doing. Good picture, Chris. Good picture, Chris. Second, lock.
So UKAF with a new front row, a new set of props by the looks of it now. Kai Beasley on at loose, and Gareth Smith, affectionately known as Bombhead, in at tight head. So we'll see what Ian Kai makes of these new props.
I suspect we shouldn't ask you to explain some of the nicknames.
White, loose head, kicks out, not driving straight.
Well, for the first time this evening, the German scrum just showing ascendancy. Very evenly contested in the first half. You mentioned the change in the front row for UKAF, Kai Beasley and Gareth Smith. Perhaps just we'll take a scrum or two to settle into the game.
Yeah, it sounds like Kai Beasley's been penalised there for not driving straight. I think the touch judge on the far side has spotted his hips coming out and driving in at an angle.
Edge of the white then, guys.
I have no idea about what goes on at the scrum, but I will take the AR's word for it. I'm sure Kai Beasley won't, but unfortunately it is Ian Kai who has the whistle. So penalty to Germany. They've kicked it in the corner, and they're going to launch off one of their 5-man lineups.
5+1. You can see John Ireland, the number 8, standing in there, so that allows them the drive if they want, or the number 8 could break away, play away. They do indeed set for the drive, and The UKAF defence splintering. It's still Ireland in possession, driving towards the try line, taken down 5 metres short. And the troops massing here now for Germany. They will keep things tight. Sean Ingalls scoring from an almost identical position just a few moments ago. Once again, it's John Ireland looking for work. Again, just pick and go round the fringes. Owen Bowie this time on the Rotherham Titans player. Frantic reorganisation by UKAF as they sense that Germany will go wide. There was space there for Cameron MacDonald, but they couldn't find the hands of the fullback. Will come back for the penalty.
You're good there, mate.
Thank you. 18 offside.
Yeah, when you've got the advantage, you can roll the dice a little bit, can't you? You can throw that 50-50 pass. If it comes off, great. If not, they'll go back, and it looks like the German skipper, Justin Renck, who last year was an outstanding player for Germany last year. He's just let someone else take that tap penalty.
Bit of movement. Ultimately, it's Owen Bowie,
Release, let it go.
the man who goes into contact.
You can't move, guys. You can't move.
The back row heavily involved.
Ball's there.
Sean Ingalls in there. John Ireland
Now he's gone as quick as he can.
waiting just to the left of the breakdown.
Plenty of advantage, no arms for.
Again, the referee playing advantage, no arms in the tackle, so once more Germany can roll the dice if they want. They keep things tight for now. The ball just a metre so short, the referee says short again. The German forwards, well this time it goes out to the backs, and almost there is Wolf. Over it they go. They have scored the try. Eventually the dam breaks, and it was Leo Wolf, the German fly half.
Yeah, just have a word with forward.
The German forwards doing all the hard work, tightening up that UKAF defence, and then when the space appeared out wide, Leo Wolf, the man to take advantage.
I thought he could have just, or was going to try and get his hands free and drop one of his centres in, but he's done an excellent work of releasing the ball, getting back to his feet, and then regathering possession to dive over the line. Ryan Crowley doing his absolute best to go low, stop him. Unfortunately unable to stop the try there. Leo Wolf's going to have an attempt here to try and convert his own try and to extend that lead now from 3 points to 5.
Five seconds, let's go then 10.
Well, time running out, and the referee saying there were only 5 seconds left, so Wolf had no option but to just pick the ball up, have a go. The drop goal, it goes past the left hand upright, but Leo Wolf has put Germany ahead with their third try.
And you can see they just play away from the ruck, don't they? They got 2 centres in the hole there, and I think they'll be asking him why he didn't pass. Fortunately, he's come away with a point, so it's of no consequence. But yeah, he might have made the conversion if he hadn't drop kicked his own kicking tee. But I'm not quite sure why it fell off in the first place. It's not a very windy evening, and it's fairly well sheltered at that end. But anyway, 3-point lead now. Germany over UKAF at the hour mark. Couple of different props, and it looks like Kieran Prescott, Ben Chambers, and UKAF's number 21, Sam Boxall, who is going to come on in replacement for Imi Korawali, being replaced by Kieran Prescott on the left wing. Ben Chambers replacing his naval counterpart at the back, Kieran Duncan, and Sam for Will Wrigglesford in the scrum half position.
Nicely done, William, rather you than me. So Imi Korawali will not pick up a hat-trick. He's been replaced, but what he has done with his 2 tries is gone level with the top of the UKAF leaderboard. Ben Chambers now on the field of play with an opportunity. In fact, that's Chambers in possession there from the kick to retake top spot. 9 tries apiece. Goes Cody Verretti, another Fijian plying his trade with Nottingham, winning his first cap tonight. But again, penalty at the breakdown. Germany with the upper hand there in the second half, and away goes Robin Plume. And momentum very much with the Germans now, up to the fringes of that UKAF 22. Darren Ferrer, the replacement hooker, and with the carry back to Wolf. Justin Renk, the captain, taking that ball static, caught by Cody Veretti. Germany lost 10 metres or so here. It's the UKAF defence coming up hard, just trying to force them back. Oliver Stein.
Tackles made, tackles made.
With the carry, Daniel Wolf, brother of Leo Wolf, on in the front row, involved in the breakdown there. John Ireland, German number 8, has been excellent. Leo Wolf again, the last try scorer. UKAF doubling up in the tackle, but again a penalty for not rolling. Josh Williams, as Cameron McDonald takes the ball into contact, and the UKAF defence just scrambling a little there. We'll come back though for the penalty, and that's a number of penalties that UKAF have given away in the last 10 minutes, and it's causing them problems.
Yeah, it is, and they don't have to do it. Germany are playing lots of phases, but they're relatively lateral. There's a couple of threats, but there's no real punch. You know, we've just played left to right, in between the 10 and the 22. And if UKAF don't get penalised for not rolling away there, that's fine. The Germans are going to end up either forcing an error or forcing a kick, and UKAF can absorb that. The likes of Matt Dawson making back-to-back tackles, Cody Veretti fresh on the field getting stuck in. Reece Williams is on now. He'll be keen to get in the mix as well. And that you see on the screen there, double shot, one low, one high from Kai Beasley and Cody Veretti on Cameron McDonald. You know, and then we force the error on the outside. So if we're not ill-disciplined in the midfield, there will be fine in defence. Just got to absorb that pressure.
Well, fair to say that the Germany coach Mark Koolman will be much happier with his side's performance in the first 20 minutes of this second half. He spoke to him in the build-up to this one, and he saw this as an important game in their build-up to next year's Rugby Europe Championship.
4, got to roll.
Fighting for their life in that one, trying to avoid relegation. I think that's played over like a 2-year cycle. They were beaten by Switzerland back in March in the 7th-8 playoffs, so they'll be looking to go into next year's championship a little stronger.
Number 4.
Yeah, so you know, Rugby Germany, a union of real ambition. They're 7-a-side team, obviously got Olympic dreams, as you'd imagine, both men and women, and then of course the 15-a-side here with ambitions to play as high as they can in Europe. And with a set piece like they've got, that they've shown glimpses of this evening, I'm sure they can do just that.
Well, the forward's going to work again. The line out sacked by UKAF just to stop Germany from setting up the maul. So instead they will just go back to that pick and go around the side of the breakdown that's worked so well for them in the last 10 minutes or so. And once again UKAF conceding a penalty, so Germany can look to go wide. Untidy passing will deny them that opportunity, so come back for the penalty.
Bear in mind, I just tried to pull 4 off.
Ian Kai has stopped the time.
Okay.
I think he's going to talk to
you had
skippers.
Offside earlier as well, and we had a not rolling just up there, all right? Discipline. Yeah, offside at the break.
Not rolling, off their feet, all around the ruck. And I'm sure Ian Kai won't be shy of applying some discipline if he needs to. So UKAF are going to have to be careful.
Sean Ingle, it looked like he would take the tap again. They've just shifted to the left, and the ball comes their way now. It's Robert Lehman with the carry, and again they go through the middle of the breakdown, and this time it's Oliver Stein, the second row, almost identical try to Sean Ingle about 10 minutes or so ago, and Germany extend their lead.
Yeah, he looks to the sky to celebrate this try. Again, we've sucked them in. You can see all 4 UKAF defenders coming round there, and all he does is just bounce over the top of that ruck, and as with that big frame of his, he's able to reach for the try line. But look, Dawson, Davidson, Williams, all worried about what's coming next and not what's coming down the middle.
20 seconds then. Thank you.
Well, Leo Wolf run out of time on his previous conversion attempt.
Yes.
Makes no mistake this time. Up go the flags, and he adds the 2 extra points to Oliver Stein's try, the 4th for Germany tonight. And Germany lead by 24 points to 14, having trailed by 14-5 at the break.
We've seen that tap penalty of Germany twice, haven't we? Now they just shift that attack. It forces the defence to shift, which of course creates the potential for disconnect or confusion and understanding who they're defending, and then they're just able to capitalise after a couple of phases.
About 15 minutes left then in this Remembrance fixture. And you feel UKAF really have to score next and perhaps get the ball into the hands of that man, Semesa Rokoduguni, the right wing, England international.
Hands to ground first.
I think the easy fix for UKAF would be to cut out the penalties. This time they win themselves a penalty and a chance for a quick response as Jack Johnston punches this ball into touch inside the 22. Doesn't make an awful lot of ground. A chance for UKAF to strike from the line out.
He won't mind me saying that he would have wanted a bit more on that, but he decided to stay straight rather than banana boot it into that corner. But here we go, Rhys Williams to throw in. Jared Haler collects really well in the middle of that line out.
And the ball now in the hands of the replacement hooker, Rhys Williams.
Plenty advantage.
The replacement scrum half, Sam Boxall, calling the shots. And the referee playing an advantage here.
28 to ground.
It was the try scorer, Oliver Stein.
Went to ground. Stop the ball.
Now this time, I'm sure they will get the ball in the corner.
Click on the 5.
Use the 5 then, guys.
Yeah, much better that time. Slightly better angle for Jack Johnson on his right foot.
28.
Ian Farrell's flag goes up 5.5 metres out. Rhys Williams goes to collect the ball, and again we can see what looks like a 6+1 line out with Matt Dawson in that position, adding weight to this inevitable driving maul. There we go.
So the first part of the equation done. One at the line out, back in the hands of Rhys Williams, powering towards the try line. Well, and the referee, no hesitation in going under the post. It was taken down illegally by Germany. Penalty try awarded. And Justin Renck, the captain, shown a yellow card. No need for the conversion with the penalty try. And UKAF get themselves right back into this game. It's UKAF 21, Germany 24.
Time's off. Okay, ready? He's back up now. Time's on. Now it's back, it's back. Hold there, guys. Thank you. Use!
And UKAF,
thank you, good decision.
Showing ambition as they try to break out of their 22.
Attacker's got to roll first.
Ryan Crowley taken down. Now there's space out there on the left.
Okay, we're clear.
German player down, receiving some treatment. And UKAF up over halfway, playing quickly now. German defence, we're not onside. Dancing footwork of Jordan Gott almost takes him through. And the speed of the UKAF play now causing Germany problems. However, another penalty. And then top back to the referee, Sam Boxall, doing his side no favours. Marched back 10 metres.
If there ever was a scrum half penalty, it's talking to the referee, isn't it? You can see the frustration here on the short side. Ben Chambers probably could have given that. We had Ryan Crowley, we had Kieran Forbes, both athletic, energetic ball carriers on the edge there. We wanted to get the ball to them, but Ben's decided that Imi Korowali's try-scoring prowess is too much to resist. So he's trying to look for his 10th, where he perhaps could have just caught and passed there to put Ryan and Kieran on the edge.
Leo Wolf on your screen, the German number 10.
Say one of those numbers.
Excellent showing tonight. Scored his side's third try.
13 is my side. He's the player hobbling off.
Wide 14 off. Wide 14.
Guys, keep holding, Faz. Time is off, Beck.
Yeah, 14's
the clock ticks into
so 15's coming on.
the last 10 minutes of this match.
Black 13 is hobbling off to your left.
It's UKAF trailing by 3 points. It was in the last 10 minutes last year that Germany ran away with it. UKAF will be determined not to
Time is off. You've got an injured
let
player
the same
in the backfield,
happen
guys. He's just coming on,
this year.
off.
During the pause, I think there's a few changes, both injury driven as well as tactical. By the looks of it, Craig Duncan is back on the field for UKAF, which makes it an injury thing perhaps, guys. And Rocco is off, unfortunately. And then Germany seems to be hobbling off. I think that their outside centre perhaps, 13, yeah, the Titan, Rotherham Titan, as well as substituting their number 8, John Ireland.
And Germany with possession from the line out, and through goes the captain, Justin Renck. UKAF piling bodies into the maul, and as it crabbed sideways across the field, Justin Renck sensing there was space, and as he broke away, the field opened up in front of him. He races away and scores his side's 5th try.
He was so good here last year, and yeah, as you say, just over-committing to that maul, trying to force it backwards, but actually sending it sideways and questioning that defence. The connection there between Kieran Forbes and Sam Boxall. Justin Renck's able to just exploit that, and over he goes, almost uncontested. And you can see Leo Wolf there lining up another kick at goal to put Germany 10 points ahead.
10 seconds.
No.
Drags the conversion attempt across the face of the posts. So 8 points the difference. So not quite a fatal blow struck by Justin Renck.
Time's off,
but time certainly running down.
There's one coming here, mate.
And UKAF needing 2 scores if they're going to pick up a win against international opposition here at Gloucester's Kingsholm Stadium.
And let's not forget, Germany are a man down at the minute with the yellow cards still in play, so credit to them to create a set piece try scoring opportunity with 14 men on the field. Just as we offer them some credit, unable to secure that kickoff. Jack Johnson's been great with his kickoffs this evening, really high, giving lots of time and opportunity for competition. And exactly there we forced a knock-on so that UKAF can launch here from a great position, especially with that extra number.
On me! So yes, it's good. It's good. He needs to be next to you. 9. He needs to be up here. On me. Crouch! Bind! Set!
Powerful scrum by UKAF. They're looking for the penalty. Out comes the referee's arm. They'll have a go here,
Hold him up, Faz.
under no pressure, and they might well have found some space over on that far side of the pitch. Clean through the middle, up into the 22, dragged down just 10 metres short. They'll look to play quickly from here. Ball was lost. So they lose that particular opportunity, but we will come back for the penalty.
Really nice connection there. Look how confident Kieran Prescott is being flat and wide, letting Ben Chambers come across and then dropping in and using his footwork. Sadly, the German 11 seems to do a great job of disrupting that, but we can go back for our penalty advantage, and Jack Johnson does another kick to touch. Not his best, sadly, and Ian Farrell has to make his way 15 yards up the field to put his flag up. As Rhys Williams looks to gather a ball to throw in here as we creep into the last 6 minutes of this game. UKAF needing to score twice to come within a shot of winning this fixture.
No contest.
They throw to the back of the line out. Again, you hear the referee say no contest. It wasn't straight, but it doesn't matter.
Sideways once.
And it's back in the hands of Rhys Williams, the Royal Navy hooker.
Penalty advantage.
Again, a penalty advantage. 5 minutes left on the clock. You do feel that UKAF have to strike here. They still need another score.
Entry.
Should they get themselves a try here?
Entry.
Germany now riding that wave of ill discipline like UKAF did 10 or 15 minutes ago. It's a lot of the substitutes, a lot of 27s, 28s, 26s on the wrong end of the referee, and perhaps allowing UKAF just a little bit of momentum in this last 5 minutes. Again, as Rhys Williams goes to collect the ball to throw in here, it looks like we're lining up for another 6+1.
One of these has got to work very soon. The last throw to the back of the line out this time. They go to the front. Again, the maul is well set.
Yeah, he's fine. He's through the middle.
One of the German players has come through the middle. So it's illegal.
Ball's there. Let's play it. No. Leave it, Jared. Jared, leave it. Jared, leave it.
The ball is there, though, for UKAF.
Black ball.
Well, no, it's not. In fact, the referee's saying it is German ball. That's a thumping kick upfield. Will stay in the field of play, though. Well fielded by Ben Chambers over his shoulder. Whips the ball across to Craig Duncan. Accelerates up the middle. Straightens into contact on the German 10-metre line. A very flat pass. Well, I could hear, I think, the call coming in from the AR that was forward.
Yes. Okay. Here.
Can you hear me?
We'll see on the replay here, Jack Johnson confident to play at the line, but it looks like Kieran Prescott just in front of him.
I'll check with the number 4 for you.
A real shame, because he had Ryan Crowley ball in hand on the front foot.
1 minute, 20 seconds.
No, Jared, your man went to ground at the back. So your guy on the far side had the ball, took the knee, and then their guy came through and ripped it. Sorry, yeah. Listen, so your man destabilised more by going to ground, and the black guy just came through the seam as he went down.
So Daniel Wolf, they are just getting some treatment.
1 minute 20.
Replacement.
So
Prop brother of Leo Wolf.
And 4 minutes left on the
The
clock.
German fly half.
There's Martin, guys. Everyone off.
Is it a very profitable evening? Two conversions and a try. 9 points for the German 10.
Crouch! Bind!
I'm going to drop to 8 feet. I'll be a bit
set!
Squeeze!
Balls out.
Again, a powerful scrum from UKAF, and then pressure on the kick, can't be picked up cleanly.
It's all back.
The referee says that there was no knock on in there somehow.
Got it. First man.
Oh, it's been turned over. Great work at the breakdown. I think perhaps Sam Boxall won that, and it gives his team a lifeline. They really do need to score here.
First man, got the ball.
It's been turned over again.
Okay, lost forward on the ground.
and eventually knocked on by UKAF. Neither side seemed to want to keep a hold of possession there.
Just lost it forward into the black player.
And at the end, it was knocked on by UKAF, and it will be a German scrum.
Okay,
if there is
off.
one positive, it's that the UKAF scrum has had the upper hand
D, is that the card, is it?
in the last two scrums.
Yeah, send him back on there.
Back, mate.
Do we need to make a change, guys? Do we need to make a change? That's a couple of times he's gone down. Is he okay? You okay, 18?
No,
You good? Okay.
Champagne in the...
Are you happy, Doc?
I'm looking after him, yeah.
You happy?
Yeah.
It's your call?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it, you know what's coming, come on! Let's go forward! Come on!
Time's on.
That's it! Bigger gap. Let's go, Rissy. Smooth. Come on, Bobsy. Yeah, right, go there. On two, lads. Yeah. Have a scan. Second! On me again, on me! Wait for me!
Crouch!
You go! Sit!
Bind! I'll be calm.
Okay,
No chance. Gents, you both need to hold your weight, okay? We talked about gaps on the bind. We had it perfect in the first half. Let's get it right, please. Let's go then, guys.
Come on, let's go. Let's go, come on. Yes, Bombhead. Time. Second! Yeah. Yeah, happy for you. Good.
Crouch!
You go! Sing!
Bind!
Rift again.
Set!
Hit 2, 3, squeeze!
Well, pressure does come on from that UKAF scrum. Justin Renk plays the ball away quickly. UKAF trying to turn this into a maul. You'll hear the referee shouting maul.
Let it come, it's playable.
Well, it's come squirting out the side of the UKAF. At the breakdown there, not quite sure how. No, either way, they really do need to score here. Can they get the ball out wide? Craig Duncan tackled on the German 10-metre line. And Rhys Williams crashes into contact. It's been a huge fight at the breakdown throughout this second half. Germany winning several penalties there as away goes Ryan Crowley, who's looked dangerous in that outside break in the 13 channel all evening. Kieran Forbes hit hard in the tackle. UKAF was just trying to force it there. Early tackle. Craig Duncan.
He's way away from the mark.
I could hear his frustration, I think, over the ref mic there. Wasn't taken though from the mark. We'll come back, but time off for now because there's an injury to one of the German players. So let's take the opportunity now to think about a player of the match, and William Reeve, run us through who you've chosen and why.
Well, you can see him on screen, so there's no secrets. But let me talk about some of the other players first and why this decision was so difficult. So, some brilliant performances across the field this evening. Both those have been starting and are now sat on the bench, and those that are on the field. So, that we talked about the half-backs at the start. Will Wrigglesford brought some real energy and some real threat. Jack Johnson has played really well and has commanded and sort of stabilised the attack brilliantly this evening. So both of those in contention. Some other really nice performances, especially up front. I think the tight five to start with were outstanding, and you've heard some of the language from the referee towards the replacement scrum, and clearly his preference, dare I say it, at scrum time with that original props and hooker especially. So some excellent performances from the likes of Ben Watson and Pete Austin.
No, you've brought replacement back on, I think.
Imi Karawali, we saw the attacking threat and his defensive work today. 2 tries for him and some excellent individual work. And look at big smile on his face, sat in the stands watching the boys see this one out, and unfortunately You know, he's not on the finish on the field to finish, but I'll stop talking now and respect the kicker as Jack Johnson strikes it.
Yes.
Well, Jack Johnson with the penalty attempt, and I think that's a sensible decision by UKAF. There might be people wondering why on earth they kicked the penalty when they were running out of time, but that gets them within 5 points, so a converted try would still win this. They will get possession from the German kick, so they will have one last opportunity to win this game.
Absolutely. And Sod's Law, having just explained my rationale behind man of the match, I bet someone in the next 30 seconds does something brilliant that deserves it, but as exciting as that may be, we shall see whether it happens.
Winger, go back! Winger, go back! Winger, go back! Might get the winger back for me.
Well, the kick not judged.
Winger's offside, he's in front. Scrum.
Well by UKAF.
Have a legal restart.
However, the German winger, I think,
Winger's
creeping
in front
up
of the kicker, we must have a legal
in front
restart.
of
Your
the
winger
kicker.
is offside, we must have a legal restart. I've tried calling him back.
Well, you can hear Ian Kai there explaining that the requirement, although the clock is red, to have a legal restart so that the game can continue despite the infringement at the kickoff there. So UKAF will restart at the scrum, and we can see Jack Johnson and Craig Duncan stacked directly behind that scrum, asking the German defence to see how they set up in defence.
Well, UKAF can very quickly get 5 or 6 players round to the right-hand side of the scrum. Once they get the ball out, we'll have a reset first.
There's your mark, guys. Still the white is your mark, yeah?
It's a great position to attack from.
There you go, perfect.
You can see Germany just
tight, please.
weighing up the options. Cameron McDonald patrolling the backfield, just trying to read body language, work out what way they might go. I think he's probably leaning towards coming to his left, UKAF's right.
Yeah, it's really hard to judge. You know, on the left-hand side, you've got to deal with the 8 coming off the base.
Stay straight, stay straight,
and on the right-hand side, you've got to trust your 9 to connect with the right-hand side. And the UKAF decide to come to their right.
Well, they're looking for a penalty at the scrum. The referee telling him to play away. So they're going to score. They'll have to do it from 50 metres out as Cody Veretti charges into contact in behind Gerard Taylor. Ryan Crowley again showing off that dancing footwork. As in comes Felix Lammers to try and rescue that ball for Germany. And UKAF will have to be squeaky clean at the breakdown. They've given away several penalties. Germany have been very good over ball. And UKAF not making much ground here. Repelled by solid German defence. Now they've found space just on the edge of the defence there. Craig Duncan couldn't get the ball away, but he's managed to stay on his feet, the fullback. Now UKAF get themselves some go forward. Slow ball though. Germany just right on the edge of the offside line there, but again in at the breakdown, hands on the ball, and that might well be that.
Yeah, I think UKAF there just got a little bit predictable on this near side. Lots of left, right, and then once they do get to that opposite edge, they just can't exploit the space. But you can hear the full-time whistle there. Congratulations to Germany, who eke out a 29-24 win. Commiserations, but well done to all the UKAF players. And let's not forget, whilst the result is one thing, the event is absolutely another. And we're here not just to remember those that have been and gone in years of old, but also most recently and specifically this evening, to remember our teammate, friend, colleague, Stefan Ries, or Steph as we knew him, who sadly lost his life so tragically in the summer of 2023. So I think someone is prepped pitchside to present a trophy in his memoriam. And as we see the teams shaking hands in good rugby fashion. 80 minutes of beating each other up, and then best of friends afterwards. So congratulations to all the players down there on the field.
So a wonderful second half, and it was Germany who trailed at the break by 14 points to 5, who scored 4 tries in that second half. Sean Ingle, Leo Wolf, Oliver Stein, and then Justin Renck. Just the one penalty try for UKAF. And the Jack Johnson penalty giving them hope at the end. But they couldn't quite make anything of their final possession. Germany hold on, and it finished here at Kingsholm Stadium in the Remembrance Fixture. UK Armed Forces 24, Germany 29. Well, before we have that Player of the Match award, let's look back over the action in this second half. And 11 minutes in, it was Sean Ingle who scored his second try of the evening.
Yeah, we saw it a couple of times tonight, didn't we? The Germans did a great job of just playing tight, recreating those little rucks, those little pops, those little carries, and on 2 occasions came away with the points, although they caused themselves some cramp in the act of scoring.
Leo Wolf kicking the conversion, and then it was the same player who went over for their third try just 7 minutes later.
Yeah, again, we spoke about it at the time, didn't we? Lots of options outside of him, but he does a great job. Puts the ball down, gets back up onto his feet, regathers possession, and reaches over the line to give himself another opportunity. And then again, minutes later, we see Oliver Stein get up through the middle of that ruck and cause very, very similar trouble to what we saw earlier in the game. And he's got his big frame over the try line there, just to the outside of those uprights.
Well, UKAF had 2 or 3 opportunities from the line out in this right-hand corner. They eventually made one count. It was actually a penalty try taken down by Germany, and that narrowed the gap to 21 points to 24. And at that stage we thought perhaps a momentum shift back in the direction of UKAF, but it was Justin Renck with Germany's 5th try that really put the game to bed.
Yeah, as you say, I think that yellow card, ironically, was a moment that we saw Germany pick up a bit of momentum. Maybe they all decided to double down, and they came away with this try. You can see on the screen now. But actually, you know, if UKAF are able to convert that additional number into points, they might have been on the other end of a narrow scoreline. But we can see the 2 teams here now huddled up, inevitably reminding themselves that there's a bigger picture to this fixture this evening, as important as it might be in the German campaign to Rugby Europe and their ambitions. And of course, you can see Jared Hayler talking to the UKAF team inevitably about how this team moves forward, with half an eye on its trip to Australia in 2 years' time to compete in the International Defence Rugby Championship, but reminding themselves why they're here, who they're here for, and what that badge on the left-hand side of their chest, as well as the embroidered number 12 on the right-hand side of their chest, means to them all and you all, our listeners, this evening. And you can see Tim Osman giving him a little slap on the back there to say thank you, Skips. Jared Hayler, the omnipresent leader in service rugby, most recent 2 times inter-service champion as a naval captain, which I think is perhaps the first for a very, very long time, in 2025 and 2023. Narrowly missing out on the three-peat when they lost by 1 point in 2024, and that would have been quite the journey for Jared Hayler and his men in dark blue to win on 3 occasions back to back. But we are here in white this evening talking about UKAF as opposed to single service rugby, and you can see the guys putting their hands in to the middle there and going to now enjoy the inevitable post-match bit, the trophy presentations, and then catching up with friends and family who've no doubt ventured across to Kingsholm this evening. So well done to them.
Smiles on the faces of the German players as they do the double over UKAF. They had to fight for their win tonight, trailing at half-time. But an impressive second half display. Saw them at one point race away into 10 points advantage. It looked late in the game like UKAF may well claw that back. But Germany held on, and they will be very happy with their evening's work as they look forward to the Rugby Europe Championship next year. That will have done them the power of good, integrated some of the players from over here in England, also in Ireland, that they wanted to integrate into their squad ahead of that campaign. We're just waiting now for the Player of the Match award. So the Stefan Rees Memorial Trophy be presented to Williams' choice. A good one. Left wing Emi Korowali scored 2 tries for his side in that first half.
UKAF, number 11, Emi Korowali.
Emi Korowali coming forward to be presented with the Stefan Rees Memorial Trophy, and be presented by the father of Steph and also Angela Cross from Dell, the match sponsor.
So congratulations again to Imi. Wonderful first half performance, 2 great tries. Now UKAF's joint top try scorer with 9, Ben Chambers, itching to get back on the field and right that wrong and stand out as the top try scorer himself, as he's held that title for such a period. And Imi Korowali has come in with 9 tries in the last couple of years. And you can see the guys in good fashion, mixing and matching black shirts with white, German with British, Fijian, and whatever else may be in there. Congratulations to everyone. What a great evening, what a great spectacle. And I look forward to the next one, whether it be in Kingsholm or Stuttgart or wherever it may be. Let UKAF versus Germany be a fixture for us all. Thank you, Bruce. I guess back to you.
Well, thank you, William, for your input tonight. Congratulations once again to Germany, victors here at Kingsholm, 29 points to 24 in this annual Remembrance Fixture. And that's it for our coverage of tonight's Remembrance game. I hope you enjoyed what was a compelling contest, and from all of us here at Kingsholm Stadium in Gloucester, thank you for watching.